We're going to begin the hour with the breaking news from the music world this morning. Another concerning update on the health of Céline Dion. She has canceled her remaining tour dates now through early 2024. Fans hoping to hear her and see her perform that and her countless other hits on stage again. But this morning she has issued a statement saying that she's not ready to be back on stage now. She went public with her diagnosis with stiff person syndrome about 6 months ago, the end of 2022. Postponed concert dates then and again, as we're saying with the breaking news, has canceled now all dates through until next year. Hilary Johnstone is in Ottawa with those breaking details. Hilary?
Heather, these tour dates are all in European cities, and as you say, they have now all been canceled. So this takes us until April of 2024. We do have a statement here that Céline Dion has shared with her fans this morning as well, apologizing for the fact that these have been canceled. So I want to bring you some of that statement. It says, quote, "I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you once again, and even though it breaks my heart, it's best that we cancel everything until I'm really ready to be back on stage. I'm not giving up, and I can't wait to see you again." So that is what has just been released just in the last little while this morning. And as you say, Heather, this follows that diagnosis of stiff person syndrome. This is something that we spoke about in early December when Céline Dion posted a very emotional video to her fans back in early December announcing that she had stiff person syndrome. And certainly we have been trying to learn a little bit more about it in the months since, because we know that it is extremely rare, this rare neurological condition that affects somewhere only like 1 or 2 people out of 1 million people. So very, very rare. And at the time, I actually reached out to Health Canada and said, do you know how many Canadians have this? They said, no, we don't really keep a database of this. Are there any sort of clinical trials ongoing? Not that they were aware of at the time, just to give you an idea of just how rare this is. And certainly what we've heard from Dr. Samir Gupta this morning is that the treatments haven't really progressed a lot over the years, that muscle relaxants can be used, for example, but as the condition progresses, as people deteriorate, they do become more and more stiff, which is, of course, where the name comes from as well. It can affect your limbs. And we heard from Céline Dion at the time that it was affecting her ability to sing, her ability to perform. Here's a little bit more of what we've heard from Dr. Gupta this morning.
Yeah, presumably she's having some of those therapies that try to mitigate the impact of the immune system. Some of those can be quite aggressive therapies, can render someone immunocompromised or weaken their immune system in an effort to reduce its effect, its damaging effects. You can also reduce its beneficial effects.
And Heather, just finally, of course, the other thing that we know about the condition is that it can take years to diagnose, which is part of the reason why it can be very, very difficult for people to get treatment. And certainly what we heard from Céline Dion back in December was that this is something that her doctors had been investigating for quite some time, because we know that she has canceled and postponed previous dates as well.
Hilary, thank you very much. Breaking news in Hilary Johnstone from Ottawa.